Okay, hello Aquarius. Welcome to our tarot reading for the month of June 2022. And before we start, let's have a short description of the zodiac sign of an Aquarius. So, an Aquarian is actually the last air sign of the zodiac signs. No, they are usually innovative, progressive, and shamelessly revolutionary. Okay. They usually are represented by the water bearer, and in the the major arcana's card for the Aquarius is the star. And they're usually, the water bearer is usually considered as the mystical the mystical healer who bestows water or life upon the land. Accordingly, Aquarians are the most humanitarian astrological sign. At the end of the day, Aquarius is dedicated to making the world a better place. It's beautiful, no? This description that they gave for Aquarians. And if you look at here, this is your major arcana card, which is the star. And you see him pouring water not only on the small pond but also on the land. And because he's pouring, the Aquarian is pouring water on the land is green. So in a certain sense, no, the Aquarian is giving his or her attention on her inner world and also her outer world. She dedicates her attention to them, and somehow she takes care of both her inner and outer world. You see here the figure of the Aquarian also as naked. For me, my personal reflection on this one is that it is because Aquarians has this nature of innocence, this nature of no masks, no covering. You get to see them for who they are. You know, they don't wear costumes to hide their true self. When you see an Aquarian, I feel that Aquarians will be who they really are. And oftentimes, because of this taking care, they nurture their inner world and their outer world. They can't help but become stars. No, they can't help but become people who become inspirations for others. They can't. Stars usually have a tendency to be placed in the sky in order to give direction to people. They even tell some people or some tribal people in the olden times when to plant and when to think. So they become guides. They can't help but become guides. Why? Because they are in touch with their inner world. And so in a certain sense, they become conduit of messages from the inner world. And you can see here a stork. They bear. A stork usually symbolizes the coming of a child that is reborn to the world, that is born to the world. So in a certain sense, Aquarians also are bearer of good things and also new ideas to the world. There's a certain gift of that. The stork can also mean that there are some good ideas coming from the inner world that they are also able to bring to the external world. The tree, I feel, symbolizes, yes, fertility. When you are in touch with the inner world, you can't help but become fertile and influence the world around you. So these are the good things that I find and see in the card of the star. Now, how are we going to read our tarot reading for today? I would call it's sort of like a game. We will do it in an unconventional way. We will call it Search for the Star. Now, what will we do? We will hide the star inside, okay? And then we will shuffle it 5 times. First we make it like that so that we don't know where it is already. And then we will look for the star after a while. No? When we catch the star, when we find the star, we will get the 4 cards before it and the 4 cards after it and ask the star to tell us a story. Okay, so that's one. Now we try to shuffle it again. By the way, for our message from the universe, we will have the Shaman's Dream Oracle, and then the Cosmic Reading cards, and then we also have the Archangel Oracle decks and also the Archangel Animal Oracle decks. Okay, so I think this is already number 4. I was a little preoccupied, so this is the 5th. Okay, so now what we are going to do now is we're going to search for the star, and then when we find her, we will get 4 cards before her and 4 cards after her. Okay, let us search for the star. That was the moon. So, okay, we finally found the star. Okay, star, please give us a story. Okay, so we will get the 4 cards before you, and finally we will get the 4 cards after you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now I hope we can make it fit. Okay, here you are. Let us arrange it there so that you can see it. Okay, maybe we need to move it a little bit more, like this. Just give me a little time to arrange it. Okay, more or less. That's it. Okay. Okay. So this is the recent past, the present, and the proximate future. So in the recent past, there was the 2 of Cups. Okay, so this could literally mean that you met somebody, and that somebody could have made you have a different perspective or different point of view of life, and it allowed you to evolve into a person who is no longer afraid to be who you are. And for you, the relationship gave you the sense of adventure. This person that you have met allowed you to be somebody who is not afraid to show the world who you are, and somebody who had this courage and this sense of adventure to try new things. Okay, this is one possibility. Another possibility is that the person you have met is somebody with a different point of view and somebody who's not afraid to be different. No? So it can be, this energy could be you, or it could be also the other person that you're going to meet. It could be a person with a different point of view in life, somebody who's not afraid to be different, and this somebody is an adventurous kind of person. So this can be a description of the person or a description of the changes that is occurring with you after you have met this person. No? So these are possibilities. This is when it comes to a relationship. For those of you who did not meet anybody, the possibility is that you have undergone a union of your inner and outer world. Okay, that is the possibility, another possibility. And because you are already in touch with your inner world, there is a holistic experience that you just had, and you became more united with your inner self. Because of that, you are more in touch now of the inner, of your spirit, of the spirit world, and it allowed you to be a person who has a different point of view of the world. Okay, just a moment. Okay, sorry for the distraction. So it can be also that you are in touch with your inner self right now, and you have already a different point of view of life. And now you are not afraid to be different. Okay, and because of that also, because of that changes, you are now in the present time able to balance your inner and outer world. You both nurture your inner world and your inner self. You are now more conscious on spending time also for prayer or meditation. No? At the same time, because of that, a chapter closed in your life at this present time. This chapter is, I feel, is that you have changed. You are no longer a person who is who tolerates negative relationships, a person who is worried about a lot of things. You are now able to prioritize. Here you see a person that has been stabbed in all his chakras, no? He's stabbed in all these things. This is a person, I feel, who was in the past too worried about a lot of things. Many things occupied his mind, his heart, and it affects his body. You know, it somehow, this chapter has closed. A new sunrise has begun, and now at this present time, this person is a person that is very, very creative, a person who is very much inspired, a person who is very much dedicated in whatever endeavor he is in, and because of that, he is getting the attention of other people, and most especially his superiors. No, and right now he is building, and he is able to work in a team. No, he is able to really work not only by himself, but he is also able to work in a team setting quite efficiently. And in his life right now, he is now building new things. No, beautiful things that is happening in his life now. So in the future, in the near future, you will continue to progress in your spiritual journey, and you will be able to create that balance between your inner and your outer self. At the same time, you will be able to develop this ability to balance your yin and your yang, your masculine aspect and your feminine aspect. And I feel this is an invitation for you also to give attention at this present time, to be able to attain this one. You try to see if, for example, you are a person whose masculine side is well developed, then maybe you could indulge on some feminine activities, or activities that encourage nurturing, encourages the arts, these things. No, maybe you could care for plants more often. So these are for those who are masculine, more developed in the masculine side. For those whose feminine side is more developed, then maybe you would need some more activities that are related to developing the masculine side. Maybe you could get a hobby that makes use of your strength. No, like for example, gardening is a sort of both develops the feminine and the masculine side. Sculpting can be also a masculine activity. Do-it-yourself activities in the home are also masculine activities. So these are the things that will happen in the near future. You will be a person who is composed even amidst the turmoil of the world, and you will be able to be in touch with your inner child. It can be also that if it is a relationship, your relationship will go to a point where both of you and your partner will be sharing unconditional love, and you will have this sense of security. You see here the person who looks prosperous, but at the same time there are a lot of cups behind him. So he is also secure not only in the prosperity aspect of his life, but also in relationship. I suddenly start thinking that the cups can also symbolize children. So it can be also that that for some of you, you might end up having more children. Well, so that is it, Aquarius. So whatever it is, Aquarius, uh, whether you had a new person in the recent past or you got reunited to yourself, it allowed you to have a different point of view and you were not afraid to be yourself. At the same time, it allowed you to nurture your inner self, and then you were able to close your chapter to those part of your life that are no longer helping you in this transformation that you are having. And at the same time, you are becoming at this present time, you are inspired with a new project, a new inspiration, and you are able to work with industriousness, and people are starting to notice you, and you will continue to go in your spiritual journey. You will, in the near future, become a person who is composed in spite of the challenges that you encounter each day. You will be in touch with your inner self, and you will be able to have a relationship that is unconditional. At the same time, you will have prosperity and also an abundant love. Okay, now let us see what are the message for you from the spirit world. Okay. 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 So, eye of the needle, intentionality. Okay. For the cosmic reading card. So, you have strength. Okay. Strength. Okay, let's see. You have a very positive reading. Well, Aquarius, this is a nice reading. Kangaroo. Wow, beautiful. And then let us see from the Archangel Oracle cards. Okay, let us see. Prioritize. Okay, so here, so these are the advices that we can get from the universe now. The eye of the needle, intentionality. You see here, oftentimes when you have a if you try to do it, no, if for example your eyesight is not very clear, you try to look at the eye or a pinhole, and when you look at it, things will become clear. No? So in a certain sense, it's in your life right now, because of the change that you have had, no, this transformation, you're able to look at life in a different perspective. You are able to see things more clearly now. That is why you are able to close a chapter. You are able to see the things that are helping you and the things that are not helping you. And this is very important for you. This is very much related to being in touch with your inner world. When you are in touch with your inner world, you get to see things more clearly. At the same time, you become a strong person because your strength comes within. Here you see a tiger amidst the cosmos. It's like you who is immersed in the universe. When you are in touch with your inner world, you develop a strength that comes from within. And prioritize, it says here, focus on your highest priorities. I will help you get organized and motivated. You are now in the process of realizing the things that are no longer important in your life. So the angels are asking you to slowly work at letting this go and trying to study again, re-examine your life, and they will help you so that you will be able to focus now as you move forward to a brighter future. Now this is the kangaroo. The kangaroo has the nurturing nature of an Aquarius, no? And the kangaroo also brings people that they care for close to their heart. The kangaroo is your spirit animal who is guiding you, teaching you how to love. You see here that the heart of the kangaroo is glowing, no? And the kangaroo has this sensitivity. They are, for me, a symbol of empathy. And they are very strong kickers also. So it means they also have good boundaries. If they feel that you are endangering them, they will kick you. Okay. And they can jump very fast. They can also move very fast. If they are inspired, they will really work and they can really, really accomplish a lot of good things. But at the same time, they have very strong boundaries. At the same time, they have this caring nature. They take care of the things that they love. They put them in their pouch, which is near their heart. So they are also very good parents. They really take good care of their children. They are loving, nurturing. For those people who are close to their heart, they really take good care of them. They are capable of giving unconditional love. And I feel that this kangaroo can both symbolize you and this new partner that may be coming in your life. For some of you who will be having new partners, no? Both of you are capable of giving unconditional love. At the same time, you have very strong boundaries, and at the same time, you are both empathic. You are heart persons. No? So these are the things that we can get for you for this month of June. Well, Aquarius, no? This is the first time that we will have this reading in the Whistling Hermit channel of the zodiac signs. Now, together with Aquarius, we will be also giving readings for the element of fire for today. So we will be also have readings for Libra and Gemini. Now, Aquarius, if you would like to clarify a little bit more, you can also look for your moon and rising signs. No? So this is your sun sign, which is Aquarius. If you have your moon and rising signs, now you can check on them also so that you'll have more clarity in your reading for the month of June. Well, that's it for now. Thank you for spending this time with me. God bless and have a great day.